Hey, hi all. So before I proceed further, do you have any question on the topics which we have discussed yesterday? Any question, please? Or any question from the assignment? Anyone?
Tanvir, fourth and fifth
Hmm.
questions are look same. So is that correct or I had a doubt?
Fourth and sixth, right?
Fourth and fifth.
Fourth and fifth. Can you paste that question here? I have not downloaded that assignment, yesterday's assignment.
Yeah.
Or 1 minute, let me see if you can download it.
Tanvir, I'm new to the class. May I know where do I find the assessments?
Sorry, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat?
I'm new to this class. I mean, like I heard
Okay,
earlier.
okay.
So where do I
Okay.
find the assessments?
Sorry, your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. I cannot hear anything. Do one thing. You
Can you
either
hear me now?
message
Can
me
you
on
hear
the
me now?
chat box.
Okay.
I can. Yeah, I can hear you. What I
Okay.
understood is you have been added today, so you have not received that assignment. Correct.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I will share that assignment on your personal window once the class is over. So generally, what happens once the class is over, we used to share the recording, assignments, and the classroom notes, everything within 3 to 4 hours once the class is over. So you have to wait for 4 hours, and then all these documents, the assignments, recording, classroom notes, and the workbook will be shared with you.
Okay.
Okay,
Will you
but
be adding me in a WhatsApp group because the
I will
person
add
who
you. I will add you. I will add you. I will add you. Don't worry about all those things. I know all the backend story. Don't worry. After this class, I will add you. Okay, not an issue.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Let me download the yesterday assignment. Just a minute. Okay, meanwhile, if you can paste the question, what you're asking, guys.
Yeah, done.
Yes, we did.
Okay, I think this is a hands-on.
Yeah, we pasted in the comment.
Sure. Just a minute. Where is the assignment? Okay. Question number 4 and 5. Okay.
The fifth question, I have a small doubt.
Yeah, sure. We'll discuss all the questions. So question number 4 and 5. Implied sort of ascending order. No. They both seems to be same. Okay. The way how you will write query will be same. But why I have given? First of all, is my voice audible to everyone and my screen is visible?
Yes, we can able to hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Question number 4 and 5. I agree that both of them has the same output and the requirement is same. Okay, but why I have given these two questions? See, question number 4, write a query to fetch the employee details and sort the names in ascending order. The intention of this question is, and first of all, those who have been added today, and if you have been added yesterday after the yesterday class, I'm not sure if you have gone through the recording or not. So, but if you have missed the first class, so you might feel a little bit lost, but don't worry, try to understand whatever you can understand, and then after the class try to go through the recording of yesterday's class and today's as well. Okay, and then you will catch up. But yes, if you have a question, you can ask, not an issue, okay? So here the question is, write a query to fetch the employee details and sort the names in ascending order. So you see here I have not mentioned that which column you have to sort, the first name or the last name. It is not clear here. So in the interview, if the interviewer is asking this question, sort the names in ascending order. So by default, it means that you have to sort first name in ascending order. If there is a tie, if there is a conflict in the first name, then you have to consider the last name again in ascending order. Is the question clear? So here you have to apply your common sense that you have to sort first name in ascending order, and if there is a conflict, then you have to consider last name as well. Is the question clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So how you will write this query? How you will write this queries? This query, guys, select a star from employee. Then
Order by first name.
what is the functionality of order by?
Sorting.
To sort the data. Make it a habit of writing order by in a separate line. This is just a suggestion or recommendation, but this is not mandatory. If you want to write order by in the first line, the same line, you can write here as well, your wish. But I prefer writing this in a separate line so that it would be easy for me to understand that in order by what I am doing. Always write your query in such a way that if you are revisiting your query, it should be easy for you to understand that what logic you have implemented. Okay. So order by first name. Okay. Now, if I will execute this query, you know that the first name will be sorted in ascending order, right? But here in these three records, there is a conflict, right? They all have the same first name. So in that case, you have to consider the last name in ascending order. If you remember what we have discussed yesterday, and if you have revised the class, you can correlate it easily. I will suggest everyone. Please go on mute, everyone. Please keep muted. Okay. Okay, what I was telling is that once the class is over, at least for 1 hour in a fast-paced mode, revise the class, okay, and work on the assignment. Then only you will get good benefit out of this session, okay. So all these things we have discussed yesterday. So now if I will run this query, so you can see the first name will be sorted in ascending order. Let me show this output. Today is 3rd February. So this is the query. This is your output. So here you can see your first name is sorted in ascending order. Now here there is a conflict. Do you want me to increase the font? I hope it is clean. So here they have the same first name, so there is a conflict. So in the case of conflict, I have told engine to consider the last name. So you see now the last name is sorted in ascending order. Similarly, in the case of Suraj Mathur, Suraj Mukherjee, there is a conflict in the first name. They both have the same first name. Then engine is considering the last name in ascending order. So Mathur A comes before you. Is this query clear? Any question here? Oh. Any question? Yes or no?
It's clear.
Okay. Now, Question number 5. It is exactly same as question number 4. But the difference is, here in the question we have mentioned it here in clearly that you have to sort the names in ascending order. In case of sort the first name, it should be. Sort the first name in ascending order. In case of tie, consider last name. Okay. So here you have to consider last name. So they both mean the same, just the wordings are different. So here if they're telling just sort the names in ascending order, so you have to understand that by default, first name should be sorted in ascending order. And in case of tie, you have to consider last name. That should also be in ascending order. Hope it is clear. Any question?
Clear. Tanvi.
Clear? Okay. Now see here. Here, suppose in this question, if the interviewer or if you're working in project, your manager asks you that, okay, sort the first name in ascending order, but in case of tie, I want you to sort based on the last name, but in descending order. I repeat my question. You have to sort based on the first name in ascending order, but in case of tie means or conflict, when two or more records have the same first name. In case two or more records have the same first name, then consider the last name, but in descending order. First of all, is the question clear?
Yes, done.
Yes, Tanvi. Yes.
So as per this requirement, Raj Karan, Raj Kishore and Raj Kumar, which one should be at the top?
So Rajkar.
Rajkumar.
Kumar.
Okay, Rajkumar, sorry.
Why Raj Kumar?
Descending order.
Because here they all are Raj, there is a conflict, engine cannot take any decision. So the requirement is if two or more records have the same first name, then consider the last name but in descending order. Karan, Kishore and Kumar, all the first character is K. So cannot take any decision. The engine will take the second character. Second character is A, here it is I, here it is U. So in descending order, which one will come first?
Kumar.
Raj Kumar. Then
Rajkishore.
Raj Kishore. Then Raj Karan. Okay, this will be same. Okay. Now Suraj Mathur, Suraj Mukherjee. Do you think there is a conflict?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What engine will do in case of conflict?
Suraj Mukherjee will be first.
Suraj Mukherjee will be the first.
In case of conflict, it has been recommended to consider the last name column, but in descending order. So Mathur and Mukherjee, which one will come on the top in descending order?
Suraj Mukherjee.
Suraj Mukherjee. And then you have Suraj Mathur. So is this clear? First of all, is this requirement clear? This is the requirement. Hope it is clear.
Yes, done.
Yes, yes.
Now how to write query for this? So first of all, we will write select a star from employee. In order by what you will write? What is the first priority in sorting the record?
First name.
First name. But in which order?
Ascending.
Ascending. So by default, you know, if you want to write ASC, you can write it. Even if you will not write, engine will understand that I have to sort in ascending order. So the default sorting is ascending order. Okay. So now if there is a tie, so engine will consider the last name column. But in which order?
Descending.
descending order. Okay, so let me execute this and check the output. What is the output of engine? So this is the output of SQL engine. Please verify that we have got the same output what we have done the analysis here.
Yes.
Is this the same output?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Now the misconceptions. Generally, when I take interviews, so I learned about a lot of misconception when candidates they answer the question. This query, most of the candidates when I take an interview, they think that this order by first name comma last name descending, it means this descending is applicable on first name as well as last name. They think it is like that. No, it is not like that. This descending means this is applicable only on last name. This is not applicable on first name. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't means that I am telling engine to sort first name in descending order and last name as well in descending order. No. You see, during the course, I'll be telling you a lot of misconceptions in SQL. So if possible, if you want, make a note of those misconceptions, or otherwise, remember those misconceptions, they will help you a lot. So here, this is a misconception. This descending means it is for last name only, but for first name, it is in ascending order. Hope it is clear. Any question?
No, then it's clear.
Okay, now tell me one thing. If it is clear, if I will write here DESC, I'm not asking the output. Just tell me the meaning of this query. What is the meaning? What we are asking from the SQL engine?
So we are asking to write first name as a descending order and last name also descending order.
Good. So here we are telling SQL engine to please sort the data based on the first name in descending order. If there is a conflict, then only consider last name and that as well in descending order. Hope it is clear. Okay, so now based on this query, if I will execute it, so out of this record, which record will be on the top?
Suraj Mukherjee.
Suraj Mukherjee. Okay, first of all, both the Suraj, because in descending order, S will come first, right? So Suraj Mukherjee, Suraj Mathur, there is a conflict. Then what you have mentioned here? Last name in descending order. So Suraj Mukherjee will be on the top. And then you will get Suraj Mathur, correct? And guys, please, if it is not clear, feel free and ask question. If you're not asking, if it is not clear, so you will be in the loss. Okay, so ask questions if it is not clear, and don't think that my question is simple question or something like that. You should ask question if it is not clear. Okay, after Suraj Mukherjee and Suraj Mathur, which record you will get?
So Rohit Kumar.
Rohan Sharma.
Which one? Rohit?
Rohit Kumar.
Rohit Kumar, and then Rohan Sharma. Correct, no? Out of this three, which one you will get on top?
Raj Kumar.
Kumar Kishore.
It was the same.
Raj Kumar.
Okay. So now let me execute this query and please verify the output. This is the output of your SQL engine. Please verify we got the same output.
Yes, no.
Okay. So now why I have executed this query? Now tell me this query number 1 and this is your query number 2. Are you have got the same output or this is a different output? This one and this one, the output of query number 1 and query number 2. Is this the same output or
Different.
different?
Different.
Different output. So now this proves that this descending is for last name only, not for first name. When I have segregated this descending for first name descending and then last name descending, then you have got this output, which is different from this output. So hope now it is clear that here this descending is applicable only on last name. If you want to implement descending for first name as well, then explicitly you have to mention it here. Hope it is clear.
Hello, Dhanvi.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Why don't these two names don't get separated, like first name and last name? If we see in query number 2, so Sharma should become first before the Mukherjee, because we are taking the results in descending order, right? So why it is not
Okay.
happening?
Sharma should be on the top and then Mukherjee. That is your question, right? Okay. See here, as per this query, the first priority you have to give to the first name. Okay. The first priority you have to give to the first name. So that's why let's forget about the second name for the time being. So if you consider the first name, do you think this is in descending order? Do you think this is in descending
Yes,
order?
yes,
First
yes.
name, right? Now here there is a conflict, no? Both Suraj have the same first name, correct?
Mhm.
So after this, when I have mentioned this one, this condition, the meaning of this condition is that if there is a conflict in the first name, if there is a conflict in the first name, then check the last name and sort based on the descending order. This is the meaning. So now there is a conflict. Now you have to consider Mukherjee or Mathur. So, but that should be in descending order. So in descending order, like Mukherjee and Mathur, M is same. So we'll consider the next character is U and here it is A. So in descending order, U will come first and then A. That's why I have placed Mukherjee first and then Mathur. You are taking this entire one, no, and then you are thinking Sharma should be on the top in descending order. You are correct, but you have to first of all give preference to the first name. You have to sort based on that. If there is a conflict, then you have to check the last name.
Okay, so if there is no conflict and we have to sort both the tables by descending order, then how to do that? In this scenario, last name is coming into light only if there is conflict. If there is no conflict, we are not considering even last name, right?
If there is no conflict, suppose in this table, if you have data in this format, suppose Suraj Mukherjee, and suppose if you have this records only in this table. So do you think there is any conflict based on the first name?
No.
No conflict, no? So if you will run this query, the same query if you will run for this data set, 1 minute. Let me change the color of this. The last name column. Okay, now here if you will execute this query, no. So here the meaning of this query is first of all sort based on the first name but in descending order. So if you will sort based on the first name in descending order, so in first name Suraj will be on the top, right? So we will keep Suraj here. And then after Suraj, which one? Rohit or Rohan?
Rohit.
Rohit. And then Rohan? and
Yes.
then Raj. So
Hmm.
engine will give this output. So because here there is no conflict in the first name, so engine will not consider the last name column. Even if you will write this is not through error message, but because there is no conflict, engine will not consider the last name column. It will give you this output.
Hmm.
Hope it is clear.
But how to sort both the tables? Like here,
Both
the condition is applied only when
tell me.
here the condition is applied only when there is conflict in first column. We are sorting the second column. If there is no conflict, we are not sorting the second column. If I want to sort the both column, then what to do?
Then I got your question. I got your question now. So you want me to explain the solution for this table or this table? Which one?
This will also work. The small
This one? Okay. I got your question. So you are telling that suppose Tanvir, if this is the table, I have this data, right?
Yeah.
And suppose this is our employee table and we have this data. So you're asking that in this table, Tanvir, I want to sort first name in descending order and last name as well in descending order. That is your question, no?
Yes. Even if their name
so-
changes, I don't like.
Okay. So first of all, functionally that is not correct. Like suppose C. First name, if I will sort this in descending order, so I will get this pattern, right?
Mhm.
And you are telling that last name as well, I want to sort in descending order. So in descending order, Sharma will be on the top, correct?
Yes.
And then Mukherjee, no,
Yes.
KLM,
Mukherjee.
yes,
Hmm.
Mukherjee you will get, and then you will get this Kumar also, you will get it. So you are telling that no, I want to sort first name as well as last name in descending order. We can do it, but you see the name entirely changed. Here it is Suraj Sharma, but here it was Suraj Mukherjee.
Yes.
Here you have given Rohit Mukherjee, but it was Rohit Kumar. We have changed everything. So that is a functionally this is incorrect. First of all, is this clear?
Yes.
But if you're asking that, no, I'm not bothered about the title if it changes or whatever it may be, still Tanvir, I want this output, right?
Mhm.
In that case, when I will teach you row number, okay, and then I will explain you that how you can do this. Similar question someone posted on LinkedIn couple of days back, and I have given the reply there using row number. Okay. So what he asked is that column 1, he has asked this question column 1 and column 2. Column 1, he has written some random number, and column 2 again some random numbers were there. Okay. He has asked that column 1 I want to sort in ascending order and column 2 I want to sort in descending order. Okay, so this we can solve using order by only, but we have to take the help of a row number. So when I will teach you row number, or else if you know the row number concept, so
No.
stay in the class after 9. I can explain that to you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. So hope this is clear, guys. You understood this, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So any other question from the assignment?
Sixth question, D option, Tanvir.
Sixth question. Can you please paste the question on
Yeah.
Zoom chat?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to download it. If possible, please.
Yeah. Well,
Tanvir, I've sent you on WhatsApp also.
yeah.
Oh,
I sent
okay.
over the chat.
Question number 6. Okay, yeah. So let me copy this. I will recommend everyone to religiously work on the assignment. It is very important. Don't miss it. I'm not bothered how you will get the time, but you have to figure out some time next 1 month. Question number 6. Which of the following statement is are correct? First option. By default, order by sorts the result in ascending order. Is this correct
It's
statement?
Yeah.
correct.
True. Correct.
We have already discussed this. This is true. By default, order by sorts the result in ascending order. Option B is false,
False.
or it is incorrect. It is in sorts in descending order by default. Option C, we must write ascending or descending while using order by.
False.
What about this?
False.
For the
False.
descending order, we should mention.
For descending, you have to write, but for ascending, do you think it is mandatory to write?
It's not required.
No, it is not mandatory. Actually, why I have given this, I know this is a little bit contradictory, but many times when you will apply for some companies, nowadays they will take some screening test. Okay, some online tests will be there. This kind of multiple choice questions they will ask. Okay, sometime you will see the option will be little bit dicey. You will be confused. To some extent it will appear as a true, and then again if you think from some other dimension it will appear as a false. Net if any option seems to be incorrect even for 1%, it means that is false. This is the rule. Okay, so this statement is correct if you are considering descending. That in descending you have to write order by descending, right? But for ascending it is not required now. Fine. That is why this is false for the ascending case. That is why entirely this is a false statement. Okay.
Tanvir, I have one doubt with this. Like in
Hmm.
real time, we will have to mention ascending and descending in our queries, like specific
No.
explicitly.
No. If you want to sort in this, see what all I'm teaching it is real time only. Okay. If it is required that you have to sort in descending order, then you have to write. That is mandatory. But
Yes.
sometime, if suppose here order by first name, I want to sort this in ascending order. I have not written here because engine will understand that, oh, by default I have to sort in ascending order. It is not required. But it's your wish. If you want to write ascending, you write it, your wish.
Okay.
So in ascending order, you have that liberty. If you want, you can write it. If you don't want, you leave it. Because engine has that intelligence, the engine will understand that, oh, I have to sort in ascending order because user has not mentioned anything. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Okay, option number D, order by saves the output in table. Do you think it saves your output in table?
No.
Order by never saves anything in your permanent table. Everything is happening in the temporary area, temporary table. Okay, it never saves anything. Like, see, if I have executed this query, okay. So now here you can see Suraj Mukherjee and Suraj Mathur. If it is getting saved, then if I will run this query again, if I will see my parent table, original table, so I should see this format, no? Suraj Mukherjee, then Suraj Mathur, then Rohit Kumar, right? Let's check it. No, the format is different. That is a whatever you are doing in order by, this is just for the display purpose. And this is happening in the temporary memory. Don't think that order by will save the result in your final table. It never touches your final table. It will never disturb your final table. Okay, hope it is clear.
So
Any
Tanvir, the
other-
output that we display is like a view, or it is just a
No.
display.
It is not a view. View is a different thing. It will just display you at your console. And after that, it deletes everything from the temporary memory. When you will execute this, no, and you will getting this output. So this is for this time being only. After that, you see, I have executed your parent table, original table. So still the values are in different order. If it would have saved this, and again, when I have executed this query, I should get the same output, no? Suraj Mukherjee, then Suraj Mathur, then Rohit Kumar. Correct? So order by nothing saves. Okay.
And one more question was like, any other keyword that makes that fourth statement true?
fourth statement true? No. Order by, it will never save it.
No, not order by, some another keyword that makes it true.
No, you cannot save. You cannot save the output. If you are thinking about view, and then if you are creating materialized view, that is a different topic of discussion. Okay, there you can create a view on top of a table, and you can that will be saved permanently. And again, that should be a materialized view.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other question from the assignment? Anyone? Excuse me. Any other question? Do you have anyone?
No, it's clear, Tanvir.
Okay, so those who have not worked on the assignment or those who have joined yesterday or today, so I will request you all to please work on the assignment, and if required, we'll discuss it again tomorrow. Okay. Fine, then I will proceed with the next few concepts related to order by only. Okay. And just one request I have. Listen to the class very carefully, because now what I'm going to teach it is little bit complicated. And if you're doing any other task apart from listening to this, you will get confused and then you will think it is tough. So I will request to stop any other task if you're doing. Listen to this. So this is a country table I am creating. Okay, create table country, and these are the few values. So let me show this data. Start from country. So this is a country table. Let me change the order of this. Okay, here I want to write a query to display India at the top. Okay, that's a requirement. I want everyone to be muted. Disturbing. Okay, I want to place India on the top. So tell me which query. Select a start from country. Order by name, ascending or descending? What? Tell me guys, which one? I have to place India on the top. So which one should I use? Ascending or descending? No idea. Okay, I've written ascending. So do you think India is at the top? No. We have Afghanistan. Okay, now if I will write order by name descending, do you think India is on the top? No, it is United Kingdom. So I tried ascending, descending both, but India is not placed on the top. Is this clear?
Yes.
So now what to do? I tried both, it is not working, but the requirement is I want India to be placed on the top. And this is an example like many times when you're filling online form, right? So when you will fill online form, they will ask for your nationality. Okay, and then there will be a drill down button. You will click on that. You will see all the all the countries, the list of the countries will be there, right? And from there you will select India and you will select it, correct? Many times you will see that they will place India on the top because they know that most of the customers or the audience are from India only, so they will place India on the top. So same requirement, I want to place India on the top. I tried with ascending and descending both, nothing works out. So in that case, how to solve this question is, hope the requirement is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
So for that, what I will do, I will write here order by case. You might be thinking, what is this case? So ignore it for the timing. I will discuss it. When I have written this query, ignore this query. Okay, don't try to understand this query. We'll discuss it. Just observe the output first of all. Okay, so this is the query. This is your query, and this is your output. Do you think this query is as per the requirement?
Yes, Tanvir.
So India is on the top. You all agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have written this query. We got India on the top. Before this, I have tried order by name ascending, order by name descending. Nothing works out. When I have written this query, we got India on the top. Now let's try to understand it. I'm getting some background noise. Shivani, Anil Kumar, please go on. Thank you. Now let's try to understand how this query is getting executed. So here, first of all, which keyword will be executed?
From.
From keyword. So engine will search for the country table in the database. It will take a copy. It will paste here. This you all know, correct?
Yes.
After from, then you have select. It will select this name, and then you have written order by. What is the meaning of order by? To sort the
Sort
data.
the
Order by means engine will understand that, oh, I have to sort the result. Okay. Now here in order by, you have given case. Case is a very common and very useful keyword in SQL. And throughout this course, you will see here and there that we will be using this case statement. So when we will discuss select, this case will be used. When we will discuss window function, then again this case will be used there. A lot of use cases are there for this case. We will discuss in detail down the line, but right now I will just give a just introduction of case. Okay, so case is like multiple conditions you are telling to engine that if this is the scenario, do this. If this is the scenario, do this. If this is the scenario, do this, right? Like sometimes parents, they instruct their children, right? That if this is a scenario, then do this. This is a scenario, then do this, right? So exactly like that, I'm instructing SQL engine that if this is the data, then do this activity. If this is the data, then do this activity. That is how case is used. Okay. So in case I am telling SQL engine that if you see the name is India, okay, what is the condition? I'm telling to SQL engine that when name is equal to India, then what you have to do? Then one, correct? So the meaning of this is I'm telling SQL engine that in this data, Someone has message. What do you want to keep him here? If you have any question, please ask directly. Okay. So Prathamesh, what you have asked, no, we will discuss it. That is the second topic. We will discuss it. Don't worry. So here, first of all, we will pick India from here. Okay. So when name is equal to India, then one. The meaning of one here is place India in the bucket number one. This is the meaning. So this India will place in bucket number one. This is the meaning of this. So this is our bucket number one, and inside this bucket we have placed India. So this is the meaning of it. When name is equal to India, then one, it means create a bucket number one. Inside that bucket, place this India. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Why I have created bucket, why I place India in that bucket, we'll discuss all those things, don't worry. Okay, now after this I have mentioned here else. What is the dictionary meaning of else?
If first condition is not true, then go for the
No.
second.
Else means apart from that or the remaining one, right? That is else. If it is not working, then do this. That is else. So apart from India, what all countries are left out? All these are left out, correct? So I'm telling apart from India, what all countries are left out? You place this countries in which bucket?
Two.
Bucket number two. So all these countries we will place in bucket number two. So this is our bucket number two. Hope it is clear so far. So
Yes.
the meaning of this is order by case. When name is equal to India, then keep that in bucket number one. So India is in bucket number one. Else means apart from India, what all you have to place those countries in bucket number two. And then I have placed here, then you find that I have written here and. So it is mandatory whenever you are writing case, and once you are done with all the conditions, at the last you have to write end. This is the syntax. The meaning of this end is you are telling SQL engine that I don't have any other condition apart from this. Please close the case now. So if you will not write end, the engine will throw error message. Let me show you that. See, I will remove end from here. I am running this query. It is throwing error message, missing keyword. That is why end is mandatory here. It means you are telling that I don't have any other condition. Please close the case. Okay. So far it is clear. Fine.
Yes.
So net what we discussed is the India we have kept in bucket number one because I have mentioned here then one, and all other countries I have kept in the bucket number two because I have mentioned here else two. Correct. Now in this order by what I have written, ascending or descending?
It will be ascending by default.
We have discussed this that in order by if you are not mentioning anything, by default engine will take it as in ascending order, correct?
Yes.
But here the engine will do the sorting in ascending order, that is correct, but not the data, the buckets, because here you have created buckets now. So engine will sort the bucket in ascending order. So in ascending order, bucket one will be on the top or bucket two, which one?
Bucket one.
Bucket one will be on the top. So that is why this bucket number one, this one your engine will place it on the top, and in this bucket you have this data. So this will be placed here. Then bucket number 2 will be placed here. In bucket number 2 you have this data, and this records will be placed here. Okay. Then finally the engine will display this India here. And what happened? Display India here, and all other countries, all these countries will be displayed after this. So that is the reason you will find India on the top. Hope it is clear. Hope it is clear. Any
Yes, clear.
question? I know you will be having a lot of questions. I know you're having a lot of scenarios. So please ask if you have any question. But is this clear first of all?
Yes.
Yeah, please ask question what you have.
Tanvir, like within buckets, if you want to sort, like how you got-
That we will discuss after this. But here, do you have any question, guys?
Tanvir, the bucket
So
keyword,
far.
bucket word you use for our understanding, or it is like that only internally?
It works the same way, exactly same way. It separates, it segregates this in the different, you can tell like in the containers, or they have a buffer memory where they will segregate this. For your understanding, I'm telling bucket, but they have a separate memory where they separate this India and then all these values, and then they will do the sorting like this.
Okay, the here India, then one is integer or something else here.
Yeah, integer. This is integer, sir. This will be in bucket number 1.
So
And the
like
remaining one
here,
is in the bucket number 2.
like here we have created 2 bucket. We can also create like multiple bucket, right?
Yeah,
As per
I will
ending that.
show you. I'll show you all those examples.
Okay, thank you.
We'll discuss all those examples. So whatever I taught so far, is this clear? I know a lot of scenarios will be there in your mind. We'll discuss all those things. But is this clear what I have taught so far?
Yes.
This is clear? Okay. I'm proceeding further with the assumption that it is clear. Now when I executed this, we have observed that India is on the top, and this was the requirement. But now the requirement has changed. Now my management is telling that fine, keep India on the top, that is fine. But all the remaining countries, I want this to be sorted in ascending order. Is this clear? They are telling keep India on the top, but the remaining countries I want in ascending order. Do you think this is in ascending order, the remaining countries?
No.
No.
No, right? The remaining countries are not in ascending order. But now the question is keep India on the top. At the same time, all the remaining countries should be in ascending order. This is the question. Hope the question is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, now how to solve this? For that, in the same query, just I will give comma and then I will write name. We will discuss this, don't worry. Just try to understand this article. So this is the sorry, this is your query, and this is your output. Do you think this output is as per the requirement? Are you convinced with this output, guys?
Yes.
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 India is on the top and all other countries are in ascending order. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's try to understand this. In this query, first of all, from keyword will be executed. So engine will take a copy of this country table. It will keep that in the temporary memory, right? From is done. Then after from, you have order by. The meaning of order by is you are telling SQL engine that please sort the data in certain order, right? But then here you have used case. Case when name is equal to India, then 1. It means you are telling SQL engine that keep India in bucket number 1. Okay. Sorry, this is now. So just a minute, guys. I've taken the sorted data already, so it will not make much sense. Let's take this one. This is the country table. This is the value. Okay. So they're telling India, keep it in the bucket number 1. So this is India. And this is your bucket 1. Okay. And this bucket, let me create a bucket here. So India I have placed in bucket number 1. Hope it is clear. Now then you have bucket 2. In this bucket you have all the remaining countries apart from India. So these all are in bucket number 2. So far, like we have discussed this right now, correct? So far it is clear. We have discussed this already, correct? Now then else to all the remaining countries in the second bucket, and you have closed the case. This is over. Now, if I am talking till now, this is in which order? Ignore the name. This name part I have not told anything. So far this is in which order? Ascending or descending?
Ascending only.
Ascending. But what you are sorting in ascending? Data or bucket?
Buckets.
Buckets. So it means you have to sort the buckets in ascending order. So bucket number 1 will be placed here, and this data bucket number 1 will place here, and this is bucket number 2 will place here, and data of bucket number 2 will place here. Okay. So we have done the sorting of bucket number 1, and then bucket number 2. This is over. Now after this you have written comma name. This is important piece. The meaning of this comma name, and after name what I have written, ascending or descending?
Ascending by default.
I have not written anything, so by default engine will consider this in ascending, right? So the meaning of this name is, I'm telling SQL engine to sort the data within each bucket in ascending order. So the engine will sort the data of bucket number 1 first of all in ascending order, because here we have only one country, so the sorting doesn't make any sense here, right? So this will be as it is. Is this clear? Then engine will enter the bucket number 2 and it will sort the data in ascending order. So first of all, it will place Afghanistan, and then which one? A, B, C, D, E, F, C, China. L-M-N-O,
Indonesia.
C, A, B, C, D, H, I.
Indonesia.
Correct. Indonesia, right.
Nepal.
Nepal,
Pakistan.
and then we have Pakistan.
Singapore, Sri Lanka.
Russia, no. RSTU, Russia.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Russia.
Yes. Russia and then Singapore, right? Then you have United Kingdom, correct? Got it? So that's why now see, this was the output of your engine. And this is our output. Do you think they both are same? India is on the top, and all the countries in ascending order. This is in ascending order. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
If your requirement is that no, I want to keep India on the top and all the countries in descending order, then what you will do in this query?
Put descending.
Name this.
Named
Descending.
descending. Please verify this. You have to just write here name DSC descending. Now the name will be sorted in descending order. I will not explain this. Please observe and try to understand. India is on the top, and all the other countries are in descending order. United Kingdom, Sri Lanka, Singapore. So the sorting is reversed here, right? Hope it is clear so far.
Tanvir, one question. When we are writing name, the second part, so how engine internally sorting, like it is taking the bucket values, or like in the raw data it is trying to sort?
No. When engine is trying to execute this name part, so now engine will sort the data within each bucket. Okay. Within each bucket it will sort it in ascending order, this name, no? It means
Okay.
within each bucket it has to sort in descending order. So first of all, it will pick the bucket number 1, and sorting will happen within this bucket only. Okay, see bucket number 2, internally sorting is happening. This will stay in this bucket number 2 only. Okay, it is not like this will be shifted here or this will be shifted here. No, the sorting will happen within each bucket separately. Is this clear?
Yes, thank you.
If we want like India and Nepal in bucket 1, then we have to use name or keyword, right? Name.
I will explain that. But before I proceed, is this scenario clear?
Yes.
Any question from this scenario? Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you guys asked me that, okay, fine, then we're here in bucket number 1. You have placed only India and all other countries are in bucket number 2. I want to place India and Nepal in bucket number 1, then all the other countries in bucket number 2. And can you show this, right? So if you want to place India and Nepal in bucket number 1, then what you have to do is you have to use in operator. In operator is a separate topic of discussion. So don't think that I am teaching in operator now. No. In and not in are different separate topic of discussion that will take entirely one class, I think. We'll discuss it again, but for the time being, just assume that if you want to have India and Nepal both, so equal to equal operator will not work. For that, you have to use in operator. So here I am telling India and Nepal both in the bucket number 1 and all other countries in bucket number 2. So when you want to add more than one data, equal operator doesn't work. In that case, you have to use in operator. We'll discuss this in detail when I will teach you or operator and operator. Okay, fine. So now here India and Nepal will be in which bucket? Bucket number 1. So see, now if I will execute this query, this one. So now same data, suppose you have this is the data. This is your country table. Now in bucket number 1, you are keeping India and Nepal. So we'll have in bucket number 1, and this will be having Nepal and then India. Okay. This is your bucket number 1. If you want, give the bucket here. And in bucket number 2, what you have apart from Nepal and India, all the other countries will be in bucket number 2. Clear? Now let's create the bucket here as well. This is your bucket. Fine. Now here you are sorting buckets in which order? Ascending.
Ascending.
Bucket is getting sorted in ascending order. So first of all, we'll keep bucket number 1 and this record, and then we will keep bucket number 2 and this record. Right? Now this is done. So far we have completed our task. Now after this, you have comma name descending. So what is the meaning of this name descending? What is the meaning of this one?
Engine will sort the country name within buckets in descending order.
Good. Now engine will sort the data within each bucket separately based on the descending order. So first of all, bucket number 1, sorting will happen in descending order. In descending order, which will be at the top? Nepal, right? So it will keep Nepal on the top and then India. Correct? Now here in bucket number 2, which country you will place at the top in descending order?
United Kingdom.
RST,
United
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
1 minute. United Kingdom, then
Sri Lanka.
RSTU.
Sri Lanka.
RSTU, Sri Lanka, you're right here. Sri Lanka, then Singapore,
Singapore. Russia.
then Russia,
Indonesia.
Indonesia, Pakistan, right?
Yes.
Pakistan, and then China. No, Nepal. No? There is one Nepal I put here, no? Pakistan and China. I think we have missed some order here. Anyway, you understood
Pakistan
this
will
one?
Pakistan will come
Afghanistan.
for Pakistan and Indonesia reverse.
Okay, Indonesia will be here, right?
Afghanistan is
Yes, Pakistan here.
That's it.
Afghanistan is left out. Yeah. So you will get this order. You will get the data in this order, right? So let me execute this query now and verify the output. Please verify the output. Is this the same output, guys? Nepal and India on the top, right? And then all other countries in the separate bucket in descending order. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Any question?
So
Then,
yeah,
Hmm.
sorry.
then
If we want to keep Nepal or India at bottom,
Hmm.
so do we need to reverse the case, or how we will handle this?
Okay, we'll look into that. We'll look into that.
Okay.
Any question from this? What I have discussed from this? We can have
is that the
multiple scenarios. We'll discuss it. But
is
from
that the
this,
same actually like bucket 1 has to be in ascending order if is there
good question. Let me answer this first.
Yeah.
And then I will discuss that India, Nepal at the bottom, that scenario as well. So now you're asking question that fine, Tanvir here. till here you have told that you are sorting this bucket in ascending order, right? But you are interested that no, I want to sort this bucket in descending order. I think this is what you're asking, right?
No, for only bucket one, I need to do it in ascending order. So now everything bucket one and bucket two, it is coming in descending order, right? So for the
Uh-huh.
bucket one, I need to do in ascending order, and bucket two, it will be in descending order.
For that, when I will cover nested case, okay.
Okay.
Nested case is a concept. So case within case, that is a nested case, then I will cover this scenario. Okay.
Okay. Okay, then.
But here, okay, before I proceed, is this clear, guys? Means from this, don't ask any other scenario for the time being. Is this clear what I discussed so far? Just first of all, confirm this.
Yes.
Is all this is story clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now in all these examples, whatever I have shown you, we have seen that these buckets, I know you'll be having a lot of questions that then if I have 3 buckets, what will happen? 4 buckets, what will happen? No, I want to bring India at the bottom. How to do? And all those questions. We'll discuss all those scenarios one by one. So here now the question is that fine, you are sorting the bucket in ascending order. Now let's do one thing. Leave this scenario. First of all, take this one, simple one. Now here, after end, if I will write DESC, after end, if I'm writing DESC, I want you guys to think and share your thoughts. I'm not telling I want the exact answer, just whatever is coming in your mind, share your thoughts that what will happen if I write DESC after end, what might be the meaning of this?
Bucket
We are sorting the buckets only by descending order.
descending.
Good, good. This means that we are sorting the buckets in descending order. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
So now based on this query, 1 minute, keep it here. This was the one, no? Bucket 1, bucket 2, right? 2 buckets. So now India we have placed in bucket number 1. Then the remaining countries in bucket number 2, correct? Now here you are sorting buckets in which order? Descending, because after end you have written descending. So here these buckets will be sorted in descending order. So which one will be on the top?
2.
Bucket number 2. We'll keep this bucket on the top and these values. Then we will place bucket number 1 here. This one. Is this clear? So even you can customize the sorting of bucket. So descending means bucket number 2 will be on the top, then bucket number 1. After this, you have written comma name descending. So the meaning of this comma name descending is, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of this?
Sort within the bucket on descending.
Good. Sort the data within bucket in descending order. So now this sorting will happen in descending order. So you know you will get this output, right? Bucket number 2. Okay. And bucket number 1, you have only India. So India will be placed here. So finally, this will be the output when I will execute this query. Is this clear?
Yes.
So now if you want, I will execute this and I will request you all to please observe the output and try to correlate that we got the same output or not. So where is this? Where is this? So do you think this is the same output, guys? What happened? It is changed. Oh, we have kept Nepal there, no? So Nepal will also come here only, right? In this bucket, right? Hope it is clear.
Yes.
So net what we understood, we can sort the buckets as well and the data within each bucket as well. Clear?
Yes.
Any question? Feel free to ask questions. Do you have any questions, guys? No questions.
Tanvir, can you please put name under only name? Remove the descending order so that it will be clear.
You want me to remove this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I will show you that example as well. This you want me to remove, right? Okay, if I will remove this, let's analyze this query. So we have this countries in your scope. Now you guys explain me this if you have understood. What is the first step?
Yeah, India will be in
India will be in bucket number 1,
One.
right? Okay, so I will place India in bucket number 1. Okay, this is bucket number 1. We have India. Okay, then
Everything else is in bucket 2.
Yeah.
apart from India, all other countries in bucket number 2. Okay, all other countries in bucket number 2. Okay, fine. Then
Sort the 2 buckets in descending order, like bucket 2 first and then bucket 1.
good, because we have mentioned here descending, it means we have to sort the bucket in descending order. So first of all, the bucket 2 will be there, and then bucket number 1 will be there, right?
So whenever we are not mentioning the column name, which is name actually, so it is not bothered about the data in the column, right?
Correct, very good. If after this, if I am not mentioning here the name ascending or descending, so engine is not bothered within this bucket data, it is sorted in ascending, descending or random order. It can be in any order, but all this will be displayed on top of India and India will be displayed at the bottom. Okay, now if I will execute this query, it is not necessary you will get the output in this order, but one thing is damn sure, India will be at the bottom. Okay, I'm executing it. Check it, see the order is different here, but India will be at the bottom because here we are not sorting the data within each bucket. Correct now? Here we are not sorting the data within each bucket, but India is at the bottom. Is this clear?
Yes.
Any question, anyone? Okay, I will take a pause here and I want a quick feedback from 1 or 2 participants only. Do you think we are going at a little bit fast pace? Any volunteer?
No, Tanvir. It's quite understandable and it is clear. Whatever the main points are very clear.
Okay. Next. Do you think it is complicated? It is tough? If you think, tell me frankly that yes, I think it is. I cannot understand it. Yeah, then.
Whatever you are teaching, I am getting the logic, all of it. But I don't know if I'll be able to write the correct syntax because I have not done any technical education, so
Mhm.
I'm new to this
Ah.
all like comma, like semicolon and everything, and how to end the syntax.
See,
Logic is
actually, you are correct. Actually, those comma, semicolon, indentation, spaces, right? Those
yeah,
all things will bother you when you will learn Java or Python or Unix shell scripting. Okay. The best thing about SQL is, first of all, it will never bother you with case. Case in the sense, this select you can write in uppercase or lowercase, not an issue. See, I will write this. I will write this in uppercase. Everything. Still, you will get the same output. But this is not the scenario if you are working on Python. This is the best thing about SQL, first of all. About spaces, you give a spaces here, that's not a problem. It will never bother you with those things. Okay. Now coming to comma, only one thing, when you are having data, those data must be in quotes. And if it is alphabets, that's all. Okay. Semicolon, you have to put at the end. Once you are done with the query, then give semicolon. That's all. But one thing is there, this will come with practice. The more you will practice, no, it will be clear. But generally, this SQL will never bother with you all the silly things of putting the comma and spaces, the uppercase, lowercase. It happens in Python, Unix, and all other languages. Okay.
okay, thank you.
But if someone is from non-technical, this is for everyone who are from non-technical, this will come with practice. The more you will practice, no. So, but overall, this is a very friendly language. This will not bother with you all silly things. But here you have to be strong in logic. If you're strong in logic building, you'll be good in SQL. And again, that logic building will not happen overnight. That is again a continuous process. The more you will practice, now I will tell you about myself. Like if I will not practice SQL for 1 month, so many logics I will forget. It happens with everyone, right? You have to stay in touch. I used Unix a long back, I think 2-3 years back. I was working on Unix automation. Currently, I'm not using it for a long time. So maybe I have forgot many of the syntaxes. It happens, right? So I will recommend you guys that first of all for the next 1 month, because core course is like a fast track in the sense daily 2 hours, and you will be having official commitment as well, personal commitment as well. But even then, try to figure out at least 1 to 2 hours. Practice the assignment. Even if the course is over, do practice it. Just stay in touch. Okay. And that's why we have alumni group. I think in this group, few participants are from the previous batch. They know all this story. We have alumni group. If you're getting it stuck somewhere, you can ask question in that group. We share your questions. We are conducting sessions on many other things, resume building, interview preparation. And if there is any new topic, like recently we have taken a session on recursive CT. Although we have taken it earlier, few of the participants, they were having questions. We have taken it again. So this is the means you have to be staying, you have to practice it, you have to get your hand dirty, you have to do the hands-on a little bit. Okay. Fine then, shall I proceed further?
Yes.
Okay. So now I have a question and you have to think and then answer it. Don't tell me the output. Tell me the meaning of this query. Who will explain the meaning of this query?
We are creating two cases. One is 100 and second is 2.
Okay, anyone else wants to explain this query? Who wants to explain this query?
We are picking the data from country table first,
Good.
and then we are order by. With order by, we are trying to sort like when the country name is India, then we are
Oh.
trying to put that into bucket number 100,
Good.
or otherwise we are trying to put other countries in bucket number 2.
Good. So India will be in which bucket?
Bucket number 100.
Okay, and all of the countries in bucket number 2. Okay. Now you are sorting these buckets in which order?
Ascending order. By default, it is
Ascending.
ascending, since we
Good.
did not mention.
Very good. Very good. By default, we have not mentioned anything. So this will be in ascending order. So India will be on the top or bottom if I will run this query.
India will be in the bottom, since we are putting it.
You all agree, guys,
Yes.
that India will be at the bottom? Right? Okay. Let's check it. This is the output. India is at the bottom. Clear?
Yes.
Hope it is clear. Now, why I have given this example, don't think that this is applicable only for 1 or 2. No, you can create any bucket, sir. Suppose if I will give this one, then India is present in this bucket and we are sorting in ascending order. So India will be at the bottom, correct? Check the output.
So this is like, even if we do not give
India is at
ascending
the
or
bottom.
descending, we can with the numbers we can arrange that.
Right. You have both the freedom. Either you play with the bucket number or you customize it based on ascending or descending. Now suppose if I will write here DSA, then what will happen?
India will be at the
India will
top.
on top.
India will be on the top. Okay, check the output. India is on the top, right? Okay, clear? Okay, now
Yes.
tell me, if I will write 4 and this 2, then
India will be at the bottom and the rest of the countries on top.
No, India.
No,
Okay,
India,
sorry, this
India
is
will be on
India
top.
on the top. Okay, descending.
Still descending.
India is in bucket number 4 and all other countries in bucket number 2. You're sorting the bucket in descending order. So bucket number 4 will be on the top. India is in bucket number 4, so India will be on the top. India is on the top. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Now for this, what will be the output?
India will be on down.
For this,
0.
India will be at bottom.
At bottom.
bottom. You all agree that India will be on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, let's check it. Why India is at the bottom here? Can anyone explain this?
It's in descending order.
So
Because
what
we are sorting
explain
the
it?
buckets in descending order.
So
So bucket 2 will be at top and bucket 0 will be at bottom. So
okay. Okay, see, when in your interview, if interview is asking you to explain something, so try to explain each and every nut and bolt. So that will prove that, oh, he knows each and everything. Okay, otherwise it seems that he's giving the ready-made answer. Here you have to tell, like, I think before this, Akhil has mentioned, that was a very good explanation. Here I have to tell that Tanveer, here, India, we are keeping in bucket number 0 and all other countries in bucket number 2. Here we are sorting the bucket in descending order. So bucket number 2 will be on the top and bucket number 0 will be at the bottom. So that's why India will be at the bottom. Clear?
yeah.
Okay. So, okay, fine. Okay, so now I will not show. Okay, no. Do you have any question first of all? Ask. No questions. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Tell me. Yeah, tell me. You have any question?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. If we give a name after order by, then we give a case and all the statement. And
Your voice is breaking.
I mean, if we
can't-
give yeah,
Hmm.
if we give name after order by comma, we pass a case statement. Then what will be the behavior?
No, that is not the correct syntax actually. You
Okay,
cannot
okay.
give name here and then case. That is the incorrect syntax. You can try it. Okay, that is incorrect. In order by, then you have to give the condition on which you want to sort it. Okay.
Okay.
Now suppose the question is, listen very carefully. Now suppose the question is that fine, then where you have this data country table, you have this country table. What I want, my requirement is I want to keep India on the top. After India, I want to keep Russia, and then I want Nepal, and then all the remaining countries in ascending order. Is this clear? I want to keep India on the top, then Russia, then Nepal, and all other countries in ascending order. This is the new requirement. Is the requirement clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now listen very carefully. This is a little bit complicated scenario. But if you have understood all these things, this is not complicated, sir. This is simple only. So what we'll write here is select name or star, anything you can write, your wish, from country, order by case. You see how flexible this SQL is. You can write everything in one line or you can write in multiple lines, your wish. This will never bother you. So this is the best thing I like about SQL. It will never bother you with all those useless things. Its lines, the case, the comma, inverted commas, and all those things. SQL just want a good logic from you. That's all. You give the good logic, it will give you the output. I will keep everyone muted. I'm getting some background noise. Okay. Now case, when name equals India, then bucket number 1, when, try to understand, if you can understand it well and good, otherwise I will explain it, don't worry. Name equals, oh my god, name equals Russia. Then which bucket? Bucket number 2, when name equals Nepal. Then bucket number 3, then end, and then name ascending. Okay, I have written this query to cater this requirement. Let's see this query will work or not. Let's check the output. See, the semicolon just you have to put at the last, no confusion. Okay, that's all. Run this query. Check the output. Is this output as per the requirement? Do you think this is as per the requirement?
No.
Are you sure? No?
Yes, because we wanted only 3 countries to display, right?
No. I have told all other countries in ascending order. I have told that all the remaining countries in ascending order. That
Yeah,
was the
it's per the
requirement. Maybe you have not listened carefully. India is at the top. Then you have Russia. Then you have Nepal. Correct? and then check all the other countries, then ascending order,
Yeah,
correct?
it is correct, yes.
Okay.
Sir, but we have not written else for, right?
I will explain that. I will explain that. I will explain that. First of all, are you convinced with this output that yes, this is as per the requirement?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
The requirement was to keep India on the top. Yes, it is there. Then Russia. Yes, Russia is there. Then Nepal. Then Nepal is there. All the other countries in ascending order. Okay. Now, I want you guys to observe this output. Take your time. 1 minute I will give you. Try to observe it and tell me what you understood from this. If time starts now. And if anyone has understood, you can explain it.
Assigning 3 buckets there. So we have assigned the first 3 numbers, the first 3 locations to be India, Russia, and Nepal. And the rest of the items should go after that.
Okay, good.
When did we
Any other?
rest about rest?
That's correct.
So maybe if we have not written anything, so everything automatically will come to.
Okay.
Here we are trying to maintain different bucket because of the different order we want, like India, Russia, Nepal. After country taking the country, we're trying to sort the country names neither in ascending order nor in a descending order, but in a different order as per the requirement within the different buckets. And then on top of that, we are sorting the other rest of the countries in ascending order.
Okay, okay, good. Good, I appreciate this discussion. Perfect. Before I explain that, one general information. Already we have mentioned that we have informed you guys that please join the class using your registered name. The registered name is the name which you have shared. You might have noticed that when you're doing the payment, then we will ask your full name, right? So you have to attend the class using that name, maybe your Zoom, no, through which you'll log in. So you please log in using that name. We could see today that few of the participants, they have registered some different name, like Gladys, some name is there, then iPhone is there, then SQL join is there. So humble request, please log in using the same name. And then again, we can see few of the participants has joined through 2 devices. So please refrain from joining through the 2 devices. Otherwise, you know what happens, the admin, she will remove you, and then the setup is in such a way that if a participant is removed, then we will not be able to add you on the same day. After 24 hours, the Zoom will enable that particular ID. So please take care of it from the next class onwards. Okay. Now coming back to this query, in all these previous queries, you have seen that we have created 2 buckets. Bucket number 1, bucket number 2, or maybe bucket number 4, bucket number 5, something. Here, here we are telling engine that keep India in which bucket? Bucket number 1. Okay. So it will take this India and your engine will keep it in bucket number 1. So far, is it clear?
Yes.
Then you see, if you will understand step by step each and everything from the engine perspective, no one can confuse you. Interviewer will try to roast you, grill you, okay, but if you know the concept from the engine, how exactly the engine is working, you can answer all the questions. So see, this explanation, what I'm going to explain you, nothing new you will learn here. Exactly the same thing which I have taught so far. I will be using those concepts only. Okay. When name is equal to India, it's in bucket number 1. Next condition, when name is equal to Russia, which bucket you will place it? Bucket number 2. Okay, so we'll place this Russia in bucket number 2. Okay, then after that, what is the next condition? Name equals Nepal, then 3. It means Nepal you have to place in third bucket, right? So we place Nepal in third bucket. Nothing new, same thing which I have taught you. Nepal is in third bucket. Now, here you are thinking that when we in all the previous cases you have written else, right? Written else. But here you have not written else. First thing, else is not mandatory. Else is not mandatory. If you have not written else, so engine will assign all the remaining countries. Remaining countries in the sense China, Pakistan, and then what we have India, we have covered Indonesia, Sri Lanka, till here. Everything it will keep it in a some bucket, and this will be like a dummy bucket. Okay, if you have not mentioned else, fine. Now here you are sorting bucket in which order?
Ascending order.
Ascending order. So first of all, bucket number 1 you will keep India. Then bucket number 2, Russia. Then bucket number 3, Nepal. And then this dummy bucket which no one knows what is the value, this will be at the last. Clear?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now after that you have given comma name. So what is the meaning of this comma and then name?
So we want to sort the data in the name column for all the buckets in ascending order.
Good. Within each bucket, sort the data in ascending order. So in bucket number 1, you have India only. So that doesn't make sense of sorting it. So it will be like this. Similarly, bucket number 2, Russia will be here only. Bucket number 3, Nepal will be here only because they all have only one record. It doesn't make sense of sorting it. In bucket, dummy bucket, you have all these values. So this will be sorted in ascending order. So when you will sort this in ascending order, first of all, Afghanistan will be there, then China, then Indonesia. So this will be sorted. Finally, you will get this as an output. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yep.
So from this, we learn 2 things. First, you can create multiple buckets as per your convenience or as per the requirement. Second thing, else part is not mandatory. If you want, you can keep it. If you don't want, no need to keep it. Hope it is clear. So this was your order by with case. Now, do you have any question, guys?
Tanvir, if we sort in descending order, then dummy bucket will come first, right? Or it will last always?
Good. Okay, before I answer, is this scenario clear to everyone?
Yeah.
This one,
Yes, sir.
what I explained right now, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, listen very carefully. Now, here, if I will keep DESC, first of all, what is the meaning? I'm not asking the output. Tell me the meaning after and if I'm writing DESC, what is the meaning of this?
Buckets will be in descending order.
Correct. That's why before thinking about the output, first of all, try to understand what this query is trying to communicate. What is the meaning? Try to do the analysis. Like, see, each and every query we are doing this analysis first of all, right? This is very important. to understand SQL. Nowadays, people, they will learn it, the ready-made things. Okay, order by sort set in ascending order, descending order. But there's a lot of other things are there in order by. Similarly, when we will study set operators and other operators, a lot of other things are there which you should know, and this will help you to write complex query. But try to understand how internally your engine is executing those things. That is very important. Now, when I will execute this, so the bucket will be sorted in descending order, right? Correct? Now here, I have kept all the remaining countries in which bucket? Dummy bucket, right? India was in bucket number 1, then Russia 2, then Nepal 3. See the output at the bottom first of all. Nepal, third bucket, it is here, then Russia, then India, right? And all these dummy buckets are at the top, right? Correct? Because you have not assigned any value to that. So that is why it will take it on the top. Okay. And in the ascending, that will be in the bottom. Now, but to avoid this confusion, it is suggested that keep else condition, else for or anything. So now this is clear cut that all the remaining values is in bucket number 4. Okay, but an interviewer can give you this scenario. He will not mention else condition, so you don't get confused. If else is not mentioned, it means all the remaining countries is in a dummy bucket. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
But on a safer side, when you are practicing it, make it a habit of writing else condition, so it will be crystal clear that all the remaining countries is present in the bucket number 4. It is up to you. Okay, but if else is not mentioned, even then you should understand what this query is trying to communicate. What is the meaning of this query? Hope it is clear.
So can we assume that the dummy bucket value is always greater than the rest of the bucket?
Good. Correct. You can assume that the dummy bucket what engine will create, that will be the just successive of this. If it is a maximum is 3, that will be 4. You can assume that. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Tanvir.
Yes. Hello.
Can we use where in place of when?
Where you cannot use, that will throw error message. Have I answered your question?
I think no, because where is also like similar to when. I'm confusing little.
You are asking about where, no? WHERE, right? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so you are asking that Tanvir here in place of when I want to use where. This is what you're telling, no?
Yes.
No. Where you cannot use within case. This is not allowed. I agree, where is also used for filtering. But here we are not filtering, sir. Here we are not filtering the value. Here we are assigning the values. Where is used for filter purpose. You see, if I will execute this query, let me run this. It is throwing error message, right? Because where is used to filter out. If you're writing where name equals India, let me write it. Select name from country where name equals India. The meaning of this query is you are telling I want India only in the output. So see, you're getting only India in the output, correct? But here you are telling that no, I want all the outputs. But India, I want to take this action. For Russia, I want to take this action. You are assigning it. But here you are filtering out. So the task of where is to filter it out. But when is like you're assigning certain conditions. Hope it is clear.
Yes, it's clear.
That's good. I appreciate. You must think from multiple perspective. Don't only digest whatever I'm teaching. You must challenge it. You should cross it. Then that would make a better understanding of any topic. Okay, that's good. Now this query, can you tell me if I will execute this? First of all, tell me what is the meaning of this query?
It will create two buckets. One is for India and rest of the dummy bucket.
Okay, so if I will execute this query, what will be the output?
India will be on top and
India will be on top and rest of the in sorted order, ascending sorted.
Good, good. Check the output. India is on the top and the remaining countries you have. Okay, so net else part is not mandatory. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. So you might be thinking now, then why else is why we use else if it is not mandatory? So we should finally decommission else. No, in certain scenarios it is required. I will show you all these things after some time. But here in this case, else is not mandatory. Okay, hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to cover one more concept, but almost we are on time, so I will not trigger that discussion now. We'll start that next week Monday, and hopefully we will complete this order by on Monday. We'll share a few assignment questions today. Please work on those questions, and then we'll discuss it on Monday. One more thing, important point, very, very, very important. We used to share the recording, assignments, notes, workbook within 4 hours because it takes time to work on all these things, your assignment creation, then this recording we have to download in our laptop, then from there we have to upload on YouTube, then we have to edit it, then YouTube takes time to process it. So it will be shared within 4 hours from now. So please don't spam the group that please share the recording. Where is the recording? I cannot see the recording and all those things. It disturbs everyone. After one, if you think still it is not visible, connect with Firdaus. She is the admin. You all know. Ping her. That is still I could not see the recording. Second thing, keep a track of the documents what she is sharing. Okay, and today's recording, I think it will be public only, but from Monday the recording will be shared on a private mode. Must share the Gmail ID which is registered on YouTube. Firdaus will ask maybe today or tomorrow. You have to share the Gmail ID which is registered on YouTube only. If you will share any other YouTube Gmail ID, you will not get access, and then again you will spam the group that I have not got the access. I have shared the Gmail ID, it is not working, and blah blah blah. So for any issues related to recording, assignment you have not received, it is missing, connect with Firdaus in the personal window. If you need any clarification regarding this code or the syntax error or the questions, you can either send that screenshot in the group so that we all can discuss, or you can connect with me as well. Okay, fine then. If you have any question, you can ask. Now, those who wants to drop, you can drop now.
Tanvir, I have one question. Like, can we even pass condition to the else, like how we did here, like when name is equal to India. So in the else part also we can pass some conditions.
No. 1 minute. Else condition C. I understood what you're asking.
Just like how we code in Java.
Yeah, I understood your question. I think you're talking about this, right?
Yes.
See here, when you're using else, right? So the meaning of else is you're telling all the remaining countries, correct? So by default, Indian will understand that else means all the remaining countries apart from this. So no need to mention this condition then. Okay. If you want to keep Nepal in some bucket, then again assign when for this. You have this provision here. else means all the remaining which is not satisfying the first condition. That is the meaning of else. Then if you are putting it here, else, so engine will confuse. He will think that why then it is mentioning this condition, especially in else, because else by default it means all the remaining. So now the statement is contradictory. Else means the remaining. Then why you are telling consider Nepal only? That is a contradictory statement, right? Clear?
Yes.
That's why it is throwing error. Okay, any other question?
Tanvir, are we covering having later, having keyword later, or
Having having we will discuss, I think after
because in sequence in your like syllabus sequence, it's upper on top.
okay, let me show you the agenda. Where is that? Where group by, order by, having, where is having here? Having is here. Okay, strictly I don't follow this. There might be one or two topic it will get shuffled. Okay, but having we will discuss after we will complete group by. Once we will complete count, then we will discuss group by. Then we will go to having. So maybe after, maybe next week Thursday or Friday we will jump to having clause.
So it means I have all this this list. Whatever I have list in
Maybe,
having
maybe.
is top.
Maybe you might be having the older one. Okay, right. But if you have any question from having, you can ask now. No, okay.
Sir, I want to ask one thing. Sir,
Yes.
sir, what I'm doing is I have one database name employee. Okay, and I am trying to create 3 tables in this. It is not related to this, but just a query. So what are those 3 tables that I should be creating? Just for practice purpose.
Sorry, you have a database employee.
Yes, sir. So like I'm creating my database name employee. In that, I want to create 3 or 4 tables which will be correlated. So first I did is I wrote all the employee. So I just want to know what are the 3-4 tables, right tables that I should be creating, because I'm confused there. Career, absence.
What is the context of that? Why you want to create? What you want to practice?
Practice, sir. Practice. Whatever I'm learning here, I will practice.
Okay, then do one thing. The tables, what I'm sharing with you in the assignment, create the same table. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then again, when I will share some new tables, then you can create, you can building up your means that will build your database down the line. Okay.
Yeah.
But again, there is no restriction that you have to use my tables. You can practice with any data, any table. Once you will understand the concept that you can replicate anywhere with any data, any table. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Using
Okay.
a case, can we create one more column like India? It is a full. So when it is
that when I will teach you use of case in select, then I will show you how you can create a dummy column with the help of case. I think that is what you're asking, right?
yes.
So when I will teach you case and select clause, then I will cover that.
Okay.
Yeah, Tanvir,
Okay.
Shabazz this side.
Yeah, Shema. Yeah.
Tanvir, can you please go in the other window where we are writing the SQL codes? Just 1 second.
Okay. This one, no?
You just scroll up a little bit.
Line number?
Yeah, it is from 70 to 73. From 70 to 73. So Tanvir, what my question was, like here we are creating 3 buckets, right? So, and we are sorting it with descending. The buckets will be sorted in descending order. So the fourth bucket, whichever the remaining countries are, will be falling into 4th bucket, and that bucket will, I mean, it will be coming after the sorting of this, or it will be sorting on the based of it is written name. I just want to know, like, name is doing any sorting or it is just simply displaying.
The name, which name you're talking? Line number
After
73, the one
descending,
at the
after
last.
descending, after descending.
That name means what all buckets we have created. Within each and every bucket, sort the data in ascending order. That is the meaning of name at the last of line number 73.
So the fourth bucket, whatever the countries will be falling into that will be sorted with ascending order.
Correct. The data within that bucket will be sorted in ascending order. You are right.
But that bucket will be coming after these three buckets.
Oh, yeah, right. No, but here I have mentioned order by name. Sorry, end ke baad, sorry, after end I have mentioned descending. No, right? So here the bucket will be sorted in descending order. So the bucket number 4, which is having all the remaining countries, will be at the top.
Okay, and the name inside that bucket will be sorted in ascending order.
You are right. Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, fine then, guys. We will connect on Monday. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Tanvir.
Thank you, Tanvir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Tanvir.